Are you ready to have your mind blown? Prepare to question everything you thought you knew about humanity as we unveil shocking evidence that suggests some people among us may not be of this world. From inexplicable abilities to bizarre anatomical anomalies, we're about to delve into the mysteries surrounding individuals who seem to defy the laws of nature. Are they extraterrestrial visitors, interdimensional travelers, or something else entirely? Join us as we explore the chilling possibilities and uncover the truth behind these extraordinary individuals.
Mark Zuckerberg. Rumor has it that Mark Zuckerberg is an alien or a lizard person. Let me explain. In a number of interviews, people notice that Mark Zuckerberg barely blinks. It's true. I've seen videos and this dude must have like some watery eyes or something, cause he blinked like once every minute. He just sat there with his eyes wide open, looking like an alien. Then people went on to say that he wears contact lenses to hide his yellow lizard pupils. Maybe that's why he's so smart, because he's an alien. Either that or he's a robot or something. His weird mannerisms has everyone spooked. Conspiracy theorists are adamant that he's going to take over the world and destroy democracy. It's crazy. Coming in at number 9, we have Jeffrey Bezos. I'm sensing a theme here, okay? People like to think that rich, powerful men are aliens. Jeffrey Bezos, CEO, entrepreneur, born in 1964, is another individual that might be an alien. Also, that was a reference to Bo Burnham. I love him. His song, Jeffrey Bezos, go check it out. Not only is he very intelligent, but people have been studying his mannerisms and think there's something wrong with him. Take a look at this.
But that was actually not supposed to be a bad pun. And then disclosure, you are...
Is it just me, or is his laugh undeniably creepy? He keeps his eyes wide open and locked on his target while laughing. Also, it seems forced. Maybe aliens don't have any emotions, so he has to force himself to laugh at jokes so he seems normal. I don't even know what to think anymore. Also, side note, someone deepfaked Jeffrey into a Star Trek episode, and let's just say I'm now scarred for life.
Is this a deception? Do you intend to destroy yourselves?
Moving on to number 8, we have Alien Barbie. Ukrainian woman Valeria Lukanova is known as the human Barbie doll. She's got an impossible tiny waist, wide doll-like eyes, and a big bust. In fact, to achieve this look, she had some of her ribs removed. But not only is she a real-life Barbie doll, but she also claims that she's a time-traveling alien. Yes, you heard me correctly. This woman claims that she's not human. She said that she's an alien that has come to Earth to save the world. Little late for that. But what is she saving us from, you ask? Well, she says negative energy. Okay. And she has a goal to transform humans into demigods. I mean, that's cool. I want to be a demigod, so sign me up for that. She also has claimed to be a breatharian. She says that she lives off of nothing but light and air. So maybe she really is an alien, because it's physically impossible to live off of just light and air. Like, you need food and water. Coming in at number 7, we have Grimes. Grimes might just be an alien, and so might be her partner, Elon Musk, but more on him later. But how cute! 2 aliens came from space and connected on Earth. That's what I call destiny and true love. Anyways, if you follow her, then you know she's quite the character. And just recently, she got alien scars on her back. Or at least that's what she calls them. They're just a bunch of light-colored lines that she got tattooed on her back. But maybe aliens actually have tattoos or designs like that on their backs, and she knows something that we don't know. I mean, there's a huge conspiracy out there that Grimes is an alien. Just search on Reddit and you'll find a number of people who believe this theory. Moving on, at number 6 we have Poppy.
Hi, it's me, Poppy. Hi, I'm Poppy.
Poppy is an American singer, songwriter, musician, and YouTuber. She is known for her very unusual videos where she talks in a very soft and high-pitched voice. Is this just her persona or stage act, or is she an alien? Now, there's so many different theories surrounding her. From being part of the Illuminati, to being created by the government, to being a hologram, to even being a robot. I'm telling you, there's tons of theories out there. But a more popular one is that she's an alien from space. Most of this is based off of her mannerisms in her videos and the fact that we hardly know anything about her true self. One video that really started this theory was one where she reacts to a Fine Bros video. In this video, she cited every single word that was shown from her older videos. And she did this without showing any emotions, and without even acknowledging the kids that were reacting to her. It's very weird to say the least.
Hi, I'm Poppy.
You're freaking me out.
I wanted to see you.
What the heck?
Thanks for coming down here with me.
We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with Steve Buscemi. And I just want to start off by saying that he's an amazing actor. Like, totally underrated, and I'm so happy talking about him because, also fun fact, we share the same birthday, so I just feel this connection to him. So Steve, if you're watching this, I want to be your friend. Anyways, people often judge Steve based off of his looks. I mean, I think he was on the list of like ugliest people in Hollywood or something like that, which like, that is mean. How did they get away with that? That's super hurtful. Lists like that just shouldn't exist, okay? But anyways, due to his unique appearance, people think that Steve is out of this world. They think that he's an alien or a cryptoid or something like that. There's even a bunch of memes out there making fun of Steve saying that he's an alien. I personally don't think he's one. Like, if we're judging based off looks, that's just mean. He's a great guy. But I still put him on this list for all you people out there that think that he could be one. Watch him actually be an alien, I'm like defending him. In our 4th spot, we have Tilda Swinton, who, might I add, is another incredible actor. Tilda's range is unbelievable. She is unrecognizable in some roles. Like, she goes from playing the White Witch in the Chronicles of Narnia, to the Ancient One in Doctor Strange, to Thora Thacker in Hail Caesar. She's just so versatile. And that's why some people think that she's an alien, because the ease in which she can transform her appearance and look like a completely different person, or the ease in which she can change her personality and behave like a completely different person. I mean, I just call that good acting, but then other people are like, aliens! Also, people think that she's an alien because she has a unique appearance. Again, let's not judge a book by its cover here. It seems like the people trying to behave normally are the ones we should be concerned about, okay? In our 3rd spot, we have Bill Gates. I wish I had the amount of wealth that Bill Gates had, and now he's single, so Bill, hit me up. Just kidding. You're too old for me. Anyways, according to some people, Bill is an alien. How come aliens always have to be the richest people? Like, seriously, you got Mark, you got Jeffrey Bezos, and now Bill. How come all the alien dudes are rich? Anyways, the main reason why people think that he's an alien is due to his advanced knowledge on computers and technology. So aliens are supposed to be highly advanced creatures. They created highly advanced spacecrafts to travel throughout space and to Earth. Maybe Bill was sent from space to help advance human life. And then he liked it so much here that he decided to stick around. Or maybe he got too famous and was like, oh crap, I can't just disappear from the public eye. They're gonna wonder where I went. And now he's kind of stuck on Earth against his will. Moving on to number 2, we have Stephen Colbert. Honestly, he's the last person I would think to be an alien. But that's a good thing, right? It means that he's being stealthy about it. It's always the people you least expect. So a woman named Liz Brown came up with proof as to why she believes Stephen is an alien. Her first point is his intelligence. She said, and I quote, "A recent report showed that viewers of the Colbert Report are more well informed about political and social issues than viewers of legitimate news programs on ABC or CNN. Most alien experts agree that our interplanetary friends have a level of intelligence far beyond human capabilities. Of course, this could also mean that regular Colbert Report viewers are being groomed for abduction." End of quote. Imagine that, Stephen using his show to gain fans and then abduct them and use them in tests run by aliens. The next point she made is his immunity from diseases. She said that she has never seen him get sick. She said, and I quote, "What kind of regular human beings can consume Bud Light Lime on a regular basis on air and still not get sick?" End quote. She's kind of got a point there. She then also went on to talk about Stephen's love for space. In 2009, he made a public campaign telling his viewers to vote for the new treadmill on the International Space Station to be named after him. Why did he want this so badly? Well, it could be that this was a way to send a message to his alien friends out there, telling them like, we did it, I'm in control of the humans, this is proof. Crazy, isn't it? Makes you really think. And in our number 1 spot today, we have Elon Musk. Why does Elon Musk want to go to Mars so bad? Honestly, he just wants to return to his home planet. He has announced a number of times that he wants to retire and die on Mars. He probably hates it here on Earth and is dying to get back. Let's look at more evidence. This dude invented the Tesla, like he's super intelligent. First off, he got into the electrical vehicle business, which only represents 0.1% of all cars sold. Looking at that, it would seem like a bad thing to get into. But nonetheless, he did, and he succeeded. Why? Because he's got alien capabilities to not only see into the future, but also create high-tech things, like Teslas. Someone else added that his end goal is to save Earth. He's seen into the future and how bad global warming gets. So he's trying to reduce global emissions through his cars. Maybe make them cheaper then. Not only that, but on a number of occasions he has tweeted out some suspicious things. Someone tweeted at him asking if he was an alien, and he said, obviously. So, he just admitted it, okay? I know he's just joking, but still. Another time he tweeted saying aliens built the pyramids. I mean, he was probably one of the aliens there building them alongside the Egyptians. In the end, everything he's doing on Earth is to save us, and then, help himself get back to his home planet. Starting off this countdown, we have Tom Cruise. Of course, I'm sure you know that Tom Cruise is a huge figure with the Church of Scientology, probably its most famous member. Well, there's a freaking legend or theory, I don't even know what to call it, that Tom Cruise is half alien or full alien, and that's why the church bows down to him. According to the Washington Post, Scientologists believe that Xenu once expelled humans to Earth from another planet, and their disembodied spirits live in everyone. So it seems that Tom Cruise might be part alien. Plus, it's also been rumored that Cruise built an alien bunker at his estate in Colorado. Why? Maybe out of fear that the aliens will come after him or something, I don't know. Plus, this dude does some daring stunts in Mission Impossible that I don't think any normal human would agree to. Just saying. Coming in at number 9, we have Will Smith. Now, I personally love Will Smith, but there's a whole theory out there that Will Smith is an alien. For starters, he doesn't age, and plus he's perfect, like a little too perfect. Let's not forget about the Men in Black movies about a bunch of secret aliens. Now people would be like, why would an alien star in an alien movie? It's the perfect disguise, like hiding in plain sight. It's pretty genius if you ask me. Coming in at number 8, we have Christopher Walken. That's my impression of Christopher Walken. Now, I'm not the person to judge a book by its cover, but Christopher Walken is on this list because people think that he just looks like an alien. Which, I mean, we can't just go call odd-looking people aliens. Anyways, besides his appearance, Walken is a pretty versatile actor. He plays different characters with ease. Maybe because he's had years of practice pretending to be a human. I don't know, man. Maybe he's an alien, maybe he's not. In our 7th spot today, we have Adam Driver. Now this seems like another silly one, cause it is. But on Reddit, people were posting about celebrities who they think are aliens, and someone had this to say, and I quote, "Adam Driver is an alien. He looks like an alien trying to look human." And that is the funniest thing I have ever heard in my entire life, and now I can't unsee it, so there you go. In our 6th spot today, we have Miley Cyrus. I don't know if you all know this, but Miley Cyrus apparently had a really creepy alien encounter. Back in October of 2020, Cyrus did an interview in which she claimed she was chased down by a UFO. Seems pretty suspicious, right? Like, why would an alien chase down Miley Cyrus? Unless she's an alien herself, or the alien was just a really big fan of hers. According to Miley Cyrus, she was driving through San Bernardino with her friend when she got chased by this UFO. It had a big plow on the front of it, and it was glowing yellow. And then apparently she went into space or something like that. I didn't quite understand. But she said, and I quote, "I did see a being sitting in front of the flying object. It looked at me and we made eye contact, and I think that's what really shook me, looking into the eyes of something that I couldn't quite wrap my head around. So fans think that Miley Cyrus is an alien. Maybe her memory was wiped when she came down to Earth, and now they're coming back for her. We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with Benedict Cumberbatch. Another person that straight up just looks like an alien. I had to say it, I'm sorry. Or an alien trying to disguise himself as human. For starters, he straight up has piercing blue eyes that will make you uncomfortable when you look into them for too long. And again, he's a very versatile actor. Did you see him playing Smaug in Lord of the Rings doing his whole motion cap thing? Like, the dude was on the floor all hunched over. He really embodied the character. Kind of like a shape-shifting alien. I don't know, man. He is either an alien or a lizard person. In our 4th spot, we have Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan is incredible. Can we all just give him a round of applause right now? Like, this dude is an amazing actor, singer, and most importantly, stunt performer. The stunts he does in his films are out of this world. Maybe literally, if he's an alien. But also, on a number of occasions, he has dislocated things and broken bones, etc. Yet, he still manages to heal super fast and get back up and continue to work. How does he manage to do this? Maybe it's because he's an alien. He's got no weakness. He falls down and dusts himself off, and then he's good to go again. For example, his most brutal injury was on the set of Armor of God. During one of the scenes, he fell straight onto his back and his head smashed on a rock. As a result, a piece of bone got wedged in his brain. He began bleeding internally and he was super close to dying. But he got up and kept going. Any normal person would have been like, hell no, I'm not doing that again. But not Jackie, because he's an alien. In our 3rd spot, we have Elvis. Now, this one took me by surprise, but there's a whole bunch of people that believe that Elvis is an alien. And actually, he faked his death. Why? Well, obviously, humans can't live forever, and he needed to go back to his home planet. But he misses Earth, so he comes back to visit every so often. And that's why people have claimed to have seen him. The first sighting was right after his death. They saw a man headed to Memphis airport that looked exactly like Elvis. The man purchased a one-way ticket to Argentina under the name John Burroughs, which was the alias Elvis used when booking hotels. Not only that, but on December 31st, 1977, a photo surfaced of what appeared to be Elvis sitting in Mike Joseph's pool house. And there have been many, many more sightings since. So maybe he's a frickin' alien. He just comes and goes to Earth as he pleases. In our 2nd spot today, we have the Queen of England. Queen Elizabeth II is another individual who people truly believe is an alien. For starters, this woman is 95 years old and is going strong. She seriously does not look 95 at all. It's not only her though. People think a lot of the members of the royal family are aliens or lizard people. Conspiracy theorist David Icke believes this and has proof to back it up. So he said, and I quote, "I have traveled and been to 50 countries to research it. It took the form of meeting people who tell of experiences of seeing people, often in positions of power, change from human form to a reptilian form and back again in front of their eyes." Not only that, but obviously back in the day, those reptilian alien people were worshipped and considered gods. The royals may have gotten their start as royalty because of their ancestors being these alien people. Plus, why are they obsessed with inbreeding among the royals? Okay, it's to keep the alienness within the family. And in our number 1 spot today, we have Donald Trump. There's actually so much evidence as to why Donald Trump is an alien that it's scary. I could do a whole video on that alone, but I gotta keep it brief for today's video. For starters, why would Donald Trump want to be president? I don't know, maybe to find out what the government knows about his own alien kind, or even to get more alien people in powerful positions. Not only that, but there's proof that Trump is a time traveler. As we know, aliens are advanced species. Chances are they know how to travel through time with their high-tech crafts. I've mentioned this before, but there's a book out there from the 1890s called The Last President. And it's a book literally about Donald Trump. It's about an unlikely presidential candidate that won the election. Sound familiar? Even freakier, the book talks about the Fifth Avenue Hotel. The address of the hotel in the book is the exact address where Trump's tower currently stands. But wait, there's more. There's a character named Laugh Pence in the book, you know, like the vice president, well, ex-vice president Mike Pence. Either the book was written about him or the aliens used the book as inspiration as to who they could disguise themselves as, you know, like use this as Donald Trump's backstory. I don't know, man. Maybe he's an alien. Alright, starting off this countdown, we have Spring-Heeled Jack. Was Spring-Heeled Jack a mere legend to scare kids and adults, or was he actually a real person? You decide. So back in Victorian England, they had to worry about this terrifying man that would visit homes in the middle of the night. This man would ring the doorbell, and when someone would answer it, he would attack them. He was given the name Spring-Heeled Jack as witnesses said he had the ability to jump great distances and heights. Victims say he looked like a man dressed in red shoes and armor. Others claim he would wear loose-fitting black clothes with a helmet. He was also described as having a wicked smile. The very first sighting of Spring-Heeled Jack was in October of 1837. A woman named Mary Stevens was walking in her town when a tall man in a coat jumped down from a building right in front of her. He then attacked her and even tried to kiss her. Kinda weird. Someone heard her screams of terror and thankfully came to her rescue. They both saw Jack leap away. After this, more and more women fell victim to Jack. One in fact described him as wearing a very tight-fitted outfit that resembled white oilskin. Well, what if it wasn't an outfit he was wearing, but that was his cold, pale alien skin? This, along with the fact that he could leap and jump high and far distances, is what led people to believe Jack might have been an alien. Moving on to number 9, we have the Lightning Man. Roy Cleveland Sullivan was a well-known forest ranger in Virginia for one reason. He had an attraction to lightning. Over his years, he had been struck by lightning 7 times. 7. And every time, he has been pretty much left uninjured. How is that even possible unless he's not a human? So the first time he got struck was in 1942. He was completely fine, he just lost a nail off of his big toe. Then 27 years later he got struck again. The only thing that happened to him this time was he lost the hair on his eyebrows. Then in 1970 he was struck again. His only injury was a small burn on his left shoulder. In 1972 it happened again and his hair was set on fire. So on and so on. So first off, why does lightning seem to be attracted to him? And 2, how has he managed to survive every strike? Well, there are a couple of theories out there. One is that maybe he's an alien. Maybe his alien buddies from space keep zapping him with their space lasers trying to get him to come back home. And that's why he's never killed. He's not even human at all. He's an alien. In our 8th spot today we have Akhenaten. And if you guys are liking this video so far, then smash that like button. It's believed that Pharaoh Akhenaten was not only in contact with aliens that were controlling him, but that maybe he was an alien himself. Now, if you look at the way he was depicted in ancient Egyptian drawings, it was different than all the other pharaohs and gods. They were often depicted as majestic gods, you know, they were good looking and they were muscular. Akhenaten is drawn the opposite. He's drawn with an elongated face and head, a long neck, small ribs, and a protruding belly. Why would they draw him like this? It must have been an accurate depiction of what he actually looked like, or else that's just insulting. The main fact that people were fixated on though was his elongated skull. Yes, back in the day some cultures would reshape their heads and faces, but they aren't able to add density to their heads. Akhenaten had a disproportionately large head that could not have been created by skull reshaping. So a number of people believe that Akhenaten was an alien, and he was sent down to rule ancient Egypt. Coming in at number 7 we have Osiris. The depictions of Osiris were always quite unusual because he was drawn with green skin. As a result, people think that he's out of this world. What else has green skin? Aliens. For starters, Osiris was the god of the underworld. He was a symbol of death and resurrection. As a result, he was depicted as a mummified bearded king holding a shepherd's crook and whip. According to a famous legend, he was actually killed by his brother who tore his body into 14 pieces. But in the end, he was resurrected by his wife. Now, if this story is true and not an actual myth, isn't it suspicious that a man with green skin died and then magically came back to life? As a result, a number of people believe that he was indeed an alien. In our 6th spot today we have Nina Kulagina. Nina Kulagina was famous in the 1960s for having psychic powers. She had the powers of telekinesis, so she could move objects using her mind. On a number of occasions, she demonstrated her powers in front of people. She would place an object on the table and would be able to move it from one end to another. Obviously, you had skeptics, so every time she performed this trick, she was carefully observed. She was able to move matches, small boxes, and cigarettes. Even the Russian military got involved and would study her. In the end, she was actually recruited by the Soviet government to work for them. So how could it be that this woman had these powers? Maybe it's because she's an alien. We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with George Gurdjieff. George was a 20th century mystic and philosopher. He was known for teaching something known as the fourth way. Basically, he believed that humans had a way to become more elite, that we just needed to awaken to a higher state of consciousness, and then we would be able to achieve full human potential. So the fourth way taught his disciples all about this. He talked about how we need to free our soul and increase and focus our intention to prevent absent-mindedness. From there, we would be a step closer to becoming a more elite form of humans. Now, what's eerie is that he never talked about the origins of his teachings. He wanted it all to be discreet. In fact, there are no traces of the schools he even went to. So what's the deal with this guy? Was he an alien trying to help humans advance or what? Moving on to number 4, we have Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci was a great, intelligent, and super talented artist and inventor. In fact, some believe that he was a little too intelligent for his time. So they believe he was an alien that was sent to Earth from space to help humans advance. For example, he proposed many modern day inventions in the late 1400s. That's hundreds of years before they were actually created. He came up with the idea of a tank, helicopters, submarines, self-propelled carts, aka cars, and machine guns. Maybe he already knew all about these inventions because aliens, being the advanced species that they are, already created them. Da Vinci's goal was then to share his insight on these inventions with the world. The only question is, why would the aliens want to help us? Coming in at number 3, we have Amelia Earhart. Amelia was a well-known American aviator who set numerous flying records. She is one of the most well-known explorers, and her disappearance has caused ongoing wonder. In 1937, Amelia set out with her navigator, Fred Noonan, to fly around the world. They were last heard from on July 2nd, 1937. 2 years later, she was declared dead. However, they never found her body. They just assumed that their plane crashed somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. Nonetheless, they still spent 15 years looking for the pair. In fact, searching for Earhart was the largest and most expensive search in American history. Now, there's this absolutely wild theory out there that Amelia and Fred were both aliens, and they actually set out on this mission with no intentions of ever coming back. They actually needed to get back to their home planet, which is why their plane or bodies have never been found to this day. In our second spot today, we have the magical healer. John D Reese of Ohio was known for having the touch of God. Just by touching people, he had the power to heal a number of injuries and maladies. It all started in 1887. One of his friends fell off of a ladder and seriously injured his spine. His physician took a look at it and declared he had a severe spinal strain, but it was miraculously cured one day when Reese, for some reason, ran his fingers up and down the man's back. Instantaneously, the man's pain was gone and he was able to get up and move around no problem. Another person he healed was a shortstop of the Pittsburgh Pirates. He suffered a bad back injury mid-game and actually had to be carried out from the field. Again, John ran his fingers up and down his spine and he was magically cured. He also cured a politician's weak hand and wrist from overuse. Doctors told him he needed to rest his hand for weeks to get the strength back, but John touched his hand and it was instantly better. So this dude must have been an alien with magical powers or something, because how else could he cure people in an instant? And in our number 1 spot today, we have Count of St Germain. This guy is undeniably one of the most mysterious men in history. So St Germain was a philosopher that apparently had the ability to teleport, levitate, and walk through walls. Not only that, he's said to be immortal. Apparently he discovered the secret of alchemy and created an elixir that would grant eternal life to whoever drank it. Now, we don't know much about him. Some people say he was born in the 1690s, whereas other people believe he was around during the birth of Jesus. One thing that's certain, he has appeared a number of times throughout history when he should have been dead. For example, it was 1760 and St Germain was invited for a soiree at the home of Madame de Pompadour, the mistress of King Louis XV of France. Now the Countess was shocked when she met him because he looked exactly the same, which was impossible because she met the Count in 1710 in Venice. When she met him, he was 45 years old. He shouldn't have been alive, but there he was and he had not aged a day. She was totally in shock by this, as anyone would be. Over the next 40 years, St Germain traveled all throughout Europe and never aged a day. Most recently in 1972, a man named Richard Chanfray claimed that he was the one and only Count. He even went on to turn lead into gold on a camp stove to prove he was this legendary Count with magical powers. So due to the fact that this dude has magical powers and never ages and seems to be immortal, people believe that he is in fact an alien. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Let me know in the comments below which one of these people creeped you out the most, and do you believe in aliens? Let me know in the comments below. Now, speaking of comments, let's move on to our comment shout out portion. I'll be shouting out comments from the video Top 10 Dark Things Astronauts Refuse to Talk About Part 3. Brother Bear commented, Lindsay is serving us pro weirdo realness and I'm here for it. Sass it up, queen. Yes, I'm weird, that's all. Penny Bork commented, I don't know about space, never been there. I do know you're glowing, Lindsay, and your eyes are looking quite alluring. Maybe because I'm an alien, who knows? But thank you, that's sweet. And Chaos Abaddon commented, also the smell of sulfur is supposed to be the signs of evil spirits or demons. But yeah, smell space? But yeah, space, smell, sounds fishy as hell. I think that's what they meant. Maybe there's demons in space. I mean, there's demons here, there could be demons underwater, there could be demons on different planets, and demons in space. We don't even know, man. Alright guys, that's all the comments I'm shouting out for today's video. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shout out. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Most Amazing Top 10 for more amazing videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see you when I see ya.
Want to see more videos like this one? Check out this video next. These are authentic, verified ghost sightings captured on camera